Hello and welcome back to Shoot 'em Up. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the range this weekend, so we're going to talk about a subject that people always talk about: revolver versus automatic. Which one should I get? Again, this is just our opinion, so some may agree, some may disagree. No right or wrong answer. Everybody has their opinion and has their preference they like. So, what do you prefer as far as between an automatic or a revolver?
I usually prefer revolvers.
And why is that?
Well, it depends on what kind of situation we're talking about.
Let's say you've never used a pistol. It's your first time using one. What about the operation? Is it easier, harder?
Well, in that case, one like this, all you have to do is pop that open and reload it. There we go.
There you go. And as you can see, we have really made sure that these are unloaded and they are safe to handle. That's one of our big safety issues. So what's the ease of using a revolver versus an automatic?
Well, as I said, reloading it is easy. It takes a little bit of time, but it is a lot easier. They also don't jam as easily, so if you don't know how to shoot, or you never really went shooting that much, or you don't know how to handle a gun, you don't really have to worry about that usually.
And that's a good point, because a lot of times if an automatic, depending on the gun, if it's new, it can jam, ammo can cause it to jam. When in most cases, a revolver doesn't jam or hang up. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's less likely. We do have an automatic. That was the Smith & Wesson 357, which is a very good weapon. You can use 357 or 38. So, what about the automatic? What do you think about it?
I mean, I'm not as fond as they are, but they do have their benefits.
And what's the benefit of an automatic versus a revolver?
I see them as a better, carry-on weapon.
And why would you say that?
Because they can hold more rounds, they shoot faster, and they're easier to reload.
And there you go. Most of your revolvers, and now this is just an average, is about 6-7 rounds in a lot of revolvers. Depends on the caliber and what type of pistol. Where some of your automatics can hold 16 plus rounds. So, it depends on the situation you're in. If you're in a tight situation and you need more rounds, then the automatic's the way to go if you're more familiar with it. Which we do have one.
There you go.
This is the Ruger P90 45 caliber, and it has been unloaded. And as you can tell, it's been unloaded, so for safety. These are very very easy to use once you get the hang of them. But there again, comparatively, with a revolver, you can just pull it and cock it. This is a double action. There are some single actions you can just pull and fire. Whereas an automatic, you have to load, pull back. That brings up another point: is do you have the strength to pull the action back to load the pistol? A lot of people struggle with that. They could be like, somebody doesn't have a lot of strength in their hand. That's another benefit of a revolver. So, to kind of sum it up, the best way is for you to go to a gun range or go to a local gun store and handle some and see how they feel in your hands and see how you're able to operate them.
Everything's going to be different from person to person.
And that's true. Not everybody's going to like the same thing. That's another debate that people debate, what type of gun, which brand, things like that. So that's something I'll leave up to you to decide. But as far as between a revolver and automatic, they both have their pros and cons. So to relist them, what's a couple of pros for an automatic?
For an automatic, holds more ammo, and I don't remember the other one I said. What was it?
You can fire a little faster.
Oh yeah, I know.
In most cases. And there are, if you have an extra magazine, they are pretty quick to load. Whereas a revolver, the pros of it is they typically don't jam. Now, I'm not saying they won't, and they're usually easier to use for a first-time user. A couple drawbacks on a revolver.
They take longer to reload. What was the other one?
Less rounds.
Less rounds. That's right. It's always with the rounds.
And the drawbacks with the automatic is
they can jam. And, well, I know you said pull back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, cocking or pulling back the action so you can actually chamber the round into the gun to ready to fire, because some of them are hard to pull back. So, there again, it's our opinions. Go out, best bang, try some out, see how you like them, see how they feel in your hand, see what you're comfortable with. And this will conclude it. Hopefully next week we'll be at the range and have a little more fun. God bless. Have a good night.